Welcome back to the Shane and Shelby Show.
I'm Shane, and this is my beautiful wife, Shelby, over here. How's it going?
It's all right. Pouring down rain right now.
It's coming a toad strangler. Isn't that what they say?
Somebody, not you.
I think your mom says that.
I'm sure she does.
A gully washer.
A gully washer.
Yeah, I've heard that one too.
Okay, any more Southern phrases, you know?
Dang old rain, man.
Oh my God. There was this one guy on American Idol. We are just going to get right into American Idol real quick. That guy who said he was more afraid than a cat in a room full of rocking chairs.
Oh, yeah.
And Shane looked over at me and he goes, "Hey, I think your mom says that." Which she does. She's known for all of her like Southern sayings. But first, I think we need to get this party started
Let's do it.
with some drinks.
With some drinks first, we're going to shout out Volleman's Family Farm. Got the merch in today. We're self-funded still at this point, so I bought this shit myself. But got some nice little swag. Got a couple of new chocolate milks in the fridge. We're vibing.
We're vibing. But first, we're going to try. I have an Alani. Shane has a Poppy. Y'all know if you watched episode 7, we talked so much crap about both of these brands. But Alani came out with the blue slush flavor. Just came out. Had to give it a try, you know, because I'm easily influenced. So
I'm a, self-proclaimed hater on pretty much everything. And so while I am talking shit about these drinks that they keep showing on American Idol, I haven't had this one. So
let's see.
let's see.
Open them up.
Get a nice little ka-ch in the mic. There we go.
I can't get mine open.
Oh, Lord.
Oh no, my nails are so long.
I'll get us started while she takes a few minutes.
I'm gonna break a nail.
This one's not good. Hold on. All right, get another ka-ch.
Yay.
That's a good one. I will say mine kind of tastes like a Sprite that's been sitting in your car for about 4 days in the summer.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, like there's a little hint of like lemon lime goodness, but
Let me try it.
this
Let me
is
try it.
it.
I don't know. Are you just being a hater?
I mean, I am a hater, but I also do love lemon lime.
That is awful. Okay, so I don't like lemon lime, but at least Sprite has carbonation. What the hell is that?
Yeah, it's like real flat.
Oh, and it's good and cold, but that is terrible.
Saying it. Somebody did say on one of our previous videos to try lemon and ginger.
Mm.
So while I know it's gonna suck, check back next episode. We'll probably give it a go.
All right, so I have the Alani Blue Slush. Whitney Simmons influenced me to buy this one. It is gluten-free, vegan, and has biotin, B6, and B12. But it also has 200 milligrams of caffeine. So it's probably not healthy for me, but they're trying to make me think that it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't need the caffeine. Took another pre-workout.
Oh, dear Jesus. Okay. This is so good.
You actually like it?
I actually like it. This is so freaking tasty. Hold on. I don't know what it is. It's like not a Sour Patch straw, you know, like those ones that you get at the concession stand. It's not like sour like that, but it's like the sweetness of once you suck on that for a while and the sour goes away.
Got those little salts in your mouth, the little pieces on top of it.
Yeah, but the sweet part of it. Yeah, I'm gonna drink the whole thing. You wanna try it?
I do.
Okay.
I like them all though.
Oh yeah, so you're
Usually
not
drink
an Alani
whatever.
hater? I love Alani, don't get me wrong, but I only like their orange one. But now I like that one. I think I might like this blue one more than the orange.
I like blue, so I'm a fan.
You think it's better than the orange one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drink workout drinks like back in the day before they got good at flavors. So I'm not picky when it comes to energy stuff.
Hmm.
I feel
I'm
like
very
that's
picky.
recent where they just started like making stuff like Sour Patch Kids and adding all the cool flavors. They didn't used to do that. It was fruit punch. That was about it.
What do you think about white monsters?
They're awful.
No, they're so good.
Those are terrible. You've liked those forever, and I'm like, no, there's so much better out there. All of them.
That's been, like, the only energy drink that I've liked is white monsters, and I feel like because they have no sugar in them that they're healthy for me.
This conversation is giving me a hankering for a vodka Red Bull.
I think this mixed with vodka would be great.
It might be.
It would be.
Drink responsibly.
Yes. Uppers and downers. All right. Moving on, what have we been up to this week? We've actually had quite a bit since we filmed our last episode. So, we went on our anniversary date.
Mm.
Yes, we celebrated how many years of dating, Shane?
Of dating, 12.
12. He's finally got it, guys.
Well, you did correct me at the restaurant, so that's not a great look.
Oh my goodness. I had to. The little server was like, "Okay, how long have I been dating?" Oh my gosh, he never
Don't
knows.
ask me.
He never knows. But we went to our favorite place. If you're a local, Trick Rider. Honestly, don't want to tell people, but
Yeah. No, it
so
was
bad.
empty though.
It was empty. Yeah, there's plenty of room. But Trick Rider, it's at the PGA, the new PGA thing in Frisco, and it is heavenly. Like the best food ever. And we indulged.
Yeah, it's a really small menu too.
But the
So,
best menu.
yeah, like they know what they're doing with this small menu, and it's like kind of like southern, so it's like steaks and mashed potatoes and
Mac and
mac and
cheese.
cheese, but it's good.
It's so good, and they have, like, the best bread with homemade butter, and it is absolutely heavenly. We went there for my birthday, which was in January, and I already, like, wanted to go back. People did ask me if I got the designer bag. From our last podcast episode, I
Mm.
gave, like, top gift ideas
Yeah,
for our anniversary, but I was not let me just be clear, I was not asking for a bag because Shane got me one for my birthday, like,
yeah, you
3
better
months ago.
not be asking for another one.
I mean, I do love bags, but no, I wasn't expecting that anyway, and so he got me fresh flowers, they were delivered to the house, they're stunning, and then took me out to our favorite restaurant. The only problem with going to our favorite restaurant is that my body hates when I eat good food. Like, I ate so much food, though.
Yeah, maybe you can give your body some slack because I don't know. Like mine didn't do well either.
Yeah, so we had bread, a big steak, and I'm not even like a steak eater, but that steak is heavenly, and then mashed potatoes, and then, of course, we had to get dessert, but we typically get 1 dessert and share it,
Mhm.
and I love chocolate. Shane's not really a big chocolate person, and they told him that there was a key lime cheesecake, so he goes, "Oh, I want the key lime cheesecake." Well, obviously, I don't eat that, so we got both.
Yeah, so backstory here, I am an incredible husband and have been eating apparently for 12 years now whatever dessert she wanted, but not Wednesday. I got me a cheesecake. I was like, I don't care what you get. I'm about to eat a cheesecake.
So, we did not finish those desserts, but we still ate a good portion of them and took them home. I was up the entire night. I did have a glass of wine too, but
Yeah.
I was up the entire night, like, night sweats, like,
No, we've got the Aura rings. My readiness was a 55.
out of
Like
a
an F, a full-blown F for readiness. I wasn't ready for shit.
Yeah,
I took a nap yesterday. It was worth it, but rough.
rough day. But yeah, totally worth it. So, we did that, and we booked a trip.
Mm.
So, we're going to
I
Florida.
booked a trip.
Okay, because I asked you to book it, not because you were like, "Hey, do you want me to book this trip?" No, it was like, "Hey, babe, can you book this trip because I have other things on my plate?"
It's a lot of technicalities. I booked the trip. Let's emphasize that. Go
So,
me.
we are going to Florida at the end of the month, and we're gonna be vlogging the entire thing because if you've been listening to the podcast, you know that I am dying to move to Florida, and I finally convinced Shane to just go see. We're gonna go to a new city that we both haven't been to and look around, just get the vibes, feel it
Playing,
out.
playing with fire right here.
Yeah, because, I mean, you know how I am with cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, all they
We
have to
got a
do
sweet car too. Turo. Shout out to Turo. If you want to go on a vacation, get a Turo.
You sound like an ad right now,
I should. It's amazing.
but it's not an ad, just to be clear.
It's not an ad. No, they won't pay us. We've asked.
We have asked. We love Turo. We book actually, Shane books Turo. I've booked one, but Shane books Turo for all of our trips. When we go to Napa or whatever, we always get a nice car, and it makes the trip more enjoyable.
It does. Yeah, we've had G-Wagons, Range Rovers, Porsche. For this one, we've got a convertible BMW. Gonna be cruising down the strip, top down. Also, you can't bring any luggage because it won't fit.
Yeah, so this is actually gonna be my first ever trip on a plane with only a carry-on. Can I do it? Yes, I have to. No, I have to. Or where's it gonna go?
You'll ship it or something. I don't know, but I am curious to see if you can do this.
No, I can. It's just a weekend trip. There's no reason. I got a new carry-on, the full-size carry-on from Bay's Luggage.
Mhm.
A lot of crap fit in that one.
We'll see.
I packed your entire thing for 5 days. All of your clothes for 5 days.
No, I'm sure I can do
That's rude.
it. Where's your pillow gonna go?
You can take it on an airplane.
Yeah.
You can carry it on.
Where's you taking blow dryer, full makeup, everything? Because that takes up like an entire suitcase sometimes.
No, because personal items. So I can take my big purse.
So you're naming everything other than the suitcase because you know it's already full?
I mean, yeah, the suitcase is full. I don't know that my toiletries are gonna fit in the suitcase, okay?
Okay, yeah, I agree.
Anyway. But, I mean, what all do you need for Florida? A bikini and a bikini. Some
True.
flip-flops.
Mm.
Swing it. Okay, we also went to see, yesterday, our friend's new baby.
Mhm.
Yes, and
Babies.
Shane did not hold the baby.
Damn right I didn't.
I held the baby. I love babies. They asked us yesterday, like, "Oh, is holding this baby, like, giving you baby fever?" No.
Absolutely not.
No more baby fever. Once you're, like, so far from the baby phase, I think, so our kids are 11 and 7, I feel like it completely went away. I did have this, like, baby fever, what was it? Several years ago. Well, 4 years ago, because that's when we got Nala.
Mhm.
And I was going through, like, extreme baby fever. I think people around me were getting pregnant, and I was still pretty young and was like, do I want a 3rd kid? Do I not?" The answer was no. I knew I didn't want one, so I got a dog.
It's
And
a great dog.
great dog. But yeah, babies are cute. I will hold your baby. Shane will not. And love them, but don't give me one.
We're finally to the stage with Benji where he's 7 now, and I can just, like, run up and tackle him, and that's the best part, and you can't do that for, like, a long time with a baby.
Yeah, long
A
time.
long time.
Probably should not be tackling babies.
Yeah, and then maybe, like, another year, he'll, like, get my jokes and stop, like,
Crying.
getting emotional every time I make fun of him. We'll get there.
You know, a lot of people don't get your sense of humor.
Yeah. He should, though, he lives here.
He does. Yeah, and your daughter has the same sense of humor. So it's both of you guys teaming up in your awful jokes that he does not get. The poor baby. Poor baby.
Maybe next year.
Okay, we've also been working out and eating healthy because we have this beach trip coming up.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much I weigh because our scale's broken.
Is it?
It is.
No, I haven't used it.
Yeah, I tried to get on it, it's broken. So I thought about just ordering a new one. You could probably replace the battery, but I don't know how to do that. So ordering a new one from Amazon seemed easier. So I was gonna have that delivered. But anyway, so I don't know that I've lost any weight. I probably gained weight because that's
Muscles.
psh, that ain't it. Shane's probably lost like 10 pounds.
I also have not checked. I feel better, though.
Yeah, look at you. All right. Moving into what we're actually talking about today, we decided, I think we finally picked a niche
Yeah.
for this podcast. What is the niche for the podcast? Do you know?
To shit on brands.
Oh my God. I was just going to say de-influencing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that sounds better.
More politically correct.
Politically correct way of what Shane said. So we're going to go into, actually polled some of our followers from our podcast page and asked them what type of or what brands they keep seeing ads for that they're, like, absolutely annoyed with and don't believe that the product's good anymore because they keep getting all these ads for it.
Mm,
And I have a hot take. I have a hot take. I think that the brands who know that their product sucks are paying influencers way more. They are spending all of their dollars on marketing instead of product development, and sometimes it works,
mhm.
but I think the brands that are not marketing at, like, a high level, they already have a good fan base, people are already buying it because their crap's good.
I would agree with that. What comes to mind is Lulu. Like they pay some people, but they're not in front of you all day every day, and it's because their shit's good. And if you try it, you're probably gonna agree.
Yeah, expensive, but worth it.
Mm,
Alright, so on the list, we have Bowl& and Branch. So that is a sheet bedding company.
mm,
I have not tried. I tried Brooklinen, did
mm,
not like them. But Boll& Branch was highly recommended when I did that whole sheet ordeal, and people recommended them, but there were, like, 50% of the people said that they weren't great.
mm.
So, while I had a ton of people recommend them, I also had a ton of people not. So, I am gonna try them out eventually, but man, are sheets expensive. I am in my sheet influencer era or whatever. I have no clue what I'm doing, but I keep buying sheets. Ordered some from Amazon. We're just gonna keep ordering sheets, but man, you can't really send those back because you gotta wash them before you use them,
Yeah.
and now I'm just gonna be stuck with a whole bunch of sheets. Okay, another one. Shane, you can speak to this one. AG1.
That shit is dirt.
Dirt.
Dirt in a can, or not even a can, a little bottle. They do send a bottle sometimes that has AG1 on it. I still use that to mix up everything other than AG1 in it.
Yeah, that crap was terrible.
It's
Cannot.
really bad. Like, honestly, you could go in your yard and just, like, blend up whatever's there and get the same flavor.
Alright, HelloFresh.
We have opinions on this one. I enjoyed HelloFresh.
I think that HelloFresh has some great recipes,
Yeah.
but their serving size says it's for 4 people, and no, it's not.
That's true because 2 of our people are kids, and half the time they didn't eat it, and we still ran out of food.
Yes, like, that is not enough food, and it is
It
expensive.
is expensive. What really pissed me off about them is you never change the meals in time.
Oh, yeah.
And so we'd end up with one, but then there'd be like some tofu nonsense and like chicken sausage something every time. Every time I would miss the window and we would get some nonsense.
Yeah, we did have that issue, but I was just blown away by how expensive it is because for all of the ads that they do, they're like, "Oh, your first order
Yeah.
is actually reasonable." It is. First order is great. And then you're like, "Oh, this is easy," because thinking about food is annoying. I think it's one of the worst things about being an adult is figuring out what is for dinner every night, and it's worse when you have kids because you actually have to feed them. I feel like as a teenager, I did have to feed myself sometimes, and you know what? I ate pizza rolls or mac and cheese or, girl dinner. But when you're married and have children, they have to eat, like, good foods, and, even if I'm not the one cooking it, but I have to think about it. So anyway, HelloFresh is good for that, but dang it, it was so expensive to not even feed everyone, and our kids are
Mhm.
picky.
Yeah, when you go to the 4 meals, what was it? We were doing 4 meals for 4 people. It was ending up like $600. Like they were expensive,
Yeah. Oh, okay. So
but they were good. I will say, like, if you pick what you want, it's good stuff.
it is good stuff. I thought the quality was fine. I don't know if the price
Yeah.
equals out because I think that you could probably go out to eat for the same amount of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
I
sure.
mean, if it's 4 people, 4 nights a week,
Mhm.
$600?
And all 4 of you are not gonna like the same thing.
No, it never happens that way.
Never.
Ooh, this one you have an opinion on, and we disagree. Factor meals.
We do disagree, and I brought this to your attention a couple days ago, the fact that I would be a pinnacle of health if it wasn't for you. because I would eat the shit out of Factor meals and just heat that stuff up every single meal. Maybe make some eggs in the breakfast time, but then, nice little chicken rice bowl, veggies for lunch, chicken rice bowl, maybe beef instead for dinner, and just call it a day. But you tried that and you didn't like it.
No, so I did try the Factor meals because I hate thinking about food, but Factor meals are glorified leftovers. That's all they are. It's just leftovers. So you have to heat that crap up in the microwave in a plastic container. You can't tell me that it tastes good. I'm sorry, but you can't. Chicken should not be microwaved ever.
Yeah.
And that's what they do is they send you these frozen meals and or maybe they're fresh in the fridge, whatever. You got to heat them up, and if you put them in the microwave, they taste terrible. And it's expensive.
It's not the most delicious thing, but
No, it's not delicious at all.
but it's healthy and it gets it over with. I feel like you are expecting like some great meal every time we have a meal, and that's just not possible.
No, I
Just
really
gotta
do
tough it
think
out.
that all meals should be tasty and not taste like rubber.
Mm,
Mhm. Okay. Supplement brands in general.
mm.
Everyone is sick of seeing Nutrafol and, like, seed stuff and
Hims and hers.
yeah, there's a bunch of those, and I think everyone's trying to figure out how to be healthy.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting told that they all need protein, you need this, you need that. They tell you, and it's all individual. Like, I think people need to go to maybe not your regular doctor because I don't know that they're doing much, but a functional health doctor and figure out what is wrong with your own body. But the reason why people are not going to functional health doctors, it's expensive and insurance doesn't freaking cover it.
Yeah.
And I mean, we have crappy insurance because we're self employed, but even normal people insurance does not cover functional medicine. But functional medicine actually gets to the root cause of why you're broken. And taking all these stupid supplements that aren't fixing your own body just because someone on Instagram told you to, that's going to cause you more problems. Anyway.
I agree. I take nothing. I ignore all of it and I'm doing okay.
For now. Okay, last one that people are mad about seeing all the time. Can you guess it? What do all influencers share about right now? Like if you're scrolling, maybe you're on my Instagram and you're just scrolling. What are they all sharing for right now?
Amazon?
Amazon. Yeah, so people are sick of seeing constant Amazon. I think when I originally started, I did all Amazon. Quickly realized that there are things that you can't buy clothing-wise from Amazon. Then I started doing Abercrombie because, well, jeans and shorts, I didn't feel like you could buy good quality of that on Amazon. And so then I started shopping like multiple places. But I think a lot of people just stick with Amazon. Why? Because
Cheap.
it's cheap and they make commission.
Yeah.
And it's
Returns are easy.
yeah, returns are easy. It's just
Everyone's already shopping there. There's a lot of reasons, I will say.
yeah, it's the easiest place for influencers to become or for non-influencers to become influencers. And I think if I wanted to push a bunch of crap, I definitely could
Yeah.
and make a whole bunch of money. Um, but yeah, people are sick of seeing Amazon. Okay, do you have something that you think is not worth it or anything you wanna de-influence the people on?
I have one thing that comes to mind is a brand that I hate with a passion.
Okay.
And you've taken me into their stores a couple of times. And right when I walk in, I'm just like, this whole place is just dusty as hell.
Dusty.
Yeah, dusty. The
What
clothes look musty
okay.
and it's bad.
And what is this brand that you hate so much?
Free people.
Free People.
Yeah,
Have I ever bought anything at Free People?
I don't think so.
No.
But you go in there with me, and the whole time I'm just like, what is this shit? And I think I might,
Influence me to not
influence
buy
you
it.
to not.
Yeah, so I'm not a fan of Free People either because I think it works for people who that's their vibe, but that is so niche.
Yeah.
Like, some brands, I feel like, do good with they'll have a little bit of boho here, a little bit of western here, like a good mix. They are full on boho
Yeah.
and expensive at that. I feel like for what it looks like it's falling apart,
Mhm.
and they're charging $150 for it.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
And every time you go in there, so like I'm big on when I go into your stores, seeing what the people that work there are wearing
Yeah,
and like whether they look nice or not. So like we go to Madewell all the time. Those people look so cute. They're just wearing their cute little jeans and nice little like tops and they look great. Same with like Banana or like some of the nice clothes, but you go into Free People and these people look ridiculous
I agree.
every time.
Yeah, I don't like free people either, so okay, I have one.
Go ahead.
Trucker hats. If you're wearing a trucker hat, mainly as a female, to your child's sporting event, why? What happened to just plain old baseball caps? I feel like those are fine. I'm not really a huge baseball cap fan, but they were fine. We all looked normal. And then you got these blinged out because it's
Bedazzled.
bedazzled trucker hats. Sweet Jesus, they got words on them, everything else. I feel like those style of hats only look good on a few men turned around backwards. But please don't put it on a woman. And then she'll have like all the Lululemon and it's the rich moms wearing these trucker hats, and I don't understand it.
It reminds me of the juicy butt sweatpant phase.
Oh, yeah. I was a teenager. My mom did not let me have sweatpants and said juicy on my hind end.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Any responsible parent should not.
Okay. So stop wearing those trucker hats. All right. TikTok shop. I'm annoyed with TikTok shop. I hate TikTok shop. If anything pops up, I immediately scroll next. If that little banner pops up, ugh, gone. Because I hate it so bad. And those people that get on those little vibrating machines and shake the whole time they're on there and they're like, this is going to burn so many calories. Like, what? No,
I
just
haven't
like
seen those.
you haven't seen them.
No.
I'm gonna have to we're gonna have to like insert a video or something because they're just shaking the whole time. And I'm like, maybe lymphatic drainage or something, but like jump up and down, do a jump rope. I can't because I'll pee on myself. Or just get on the treadmill.
I bet you'd pee on yourself with the little
I
shaker.
would too. It'd be like shaking it out of me. No. God, I hate those.
Yeah. I don't like them either. And they're so like prominent. Like it's
Ugh.
every like one or two videos. There's another pop up. For mine, whatever reason is like videos, like the little like tripod thingies where they like move around and
Oh,
you can like move your arm without moving the camera. That shit pops up daily.
I've
And they'll
seen
be
those.
like, today it's 12 cents. How the hell are these people making any money?
I have no clue.
No, neither.
All right. Do you have another one?
Um, I've got one that we've tried a few times. And while I think it might be a decent product, they keep breaking.
Okay.
Jolie shower heads. We have gotten a few of them, and I'll admit they do look a little bit cooler than what's at Home Depot,
No, a lot cooler.
but they keep breaking.
Why do they keep breaking, Shane?
I don't know. Are you going to point the finger at me?
Or just us in general. It's not your installation, like you installed it wrong. It's like we decided not to put the guard on it
Oh, yeah.
to stop the water from just like shooting out of it. If so it comes the Jolie comes with like really cool instructions. Like it was written by a woman for a woman to install it. Now, did I? Absolutely not, because that's what we have husbands for.
Even comes with a cute little wrench
Yeah,
that's
it's
like
adorable.
girly colored.
Yeah, love it. But it comes with 2 different, like, little guard things depending on where you live for your water pressure, because there's different laws. Okay, well, we don't follow those, but the water pressure is great.
Yeah.
The problem lies in that's not how it's designed to be used.
Hmm.
And so then the whole, like, head thing pops off and water just shoots everywhere. And then it's gone.
Yeah.
$130 down the drain.
Well, my take is if it can't be Super Soaker 8000, then why are you giving me the option to
They're not.
not put it they did. They didn't put it in there when they sent it. I didn't take anything out. I just didn't put anything in.
Okay. Jolie, you might wanna redo your packaging for people who don't wanna follow common sense. Now, we did get one from Home Depot, so you can buy filtered shower heads from Home Depot, and we even took the guard out of it,
Yeah.
and
As you do with all of them,
yeah,
unless you're in California. If you're in California, I think their rules are, like, pretty strict on water usage. If you get a Jolie and go no filter, just raw, then you're gonna go straight to jail because Super Soaker 8000 don't play no games. There's a lot of water coming out of that.
there is. But we're breaking the I don't know if you've noticed, but we're breaking the Home Depot one right now too. It's starting to, like, come apart and send water out the side,
Jesus.
and its water pressure isn't even good. There is no super soaker.
Well, it's got the little dial.
No, if you do the dial and it's a jet stream, that's awful for my ear.
Mm,
I get ear infection. Anyway, all right. I have another one. I have
go
another
ahead.
one. This is not a brand though.
Mm.
I think you're gonna agree. Children's fundraisers. Can we stop with the children's fundraisers?
You're talking the school
The
ones?
school fundraisers. Oh my goodness. I don't we are terrible. We are terrible. And you know how the school fundraiser little packet will be like, "Oh, if" they'll tell your kids too, at school. They're like, "Hey, tell your parents to donate this much money or raise this much money," and you'll get like a little rubber bracelet, or you'll get like a little rubber blah, blah, a rubber ducky or
Yeah.
some trash item. And it's like, "Hey, if you donate $500, you'll get a rubber bracelet." I'm being a little dramatic.
Yeah.
But then the kids come home and they're like, "Oh, I need that rubber bracelet."
Mhm.
So we bribe our kids and we're like, "Hey, you want $10 to Target to not do this fundraiser?"
Yeah.
And if the school really needed money, like we are in a better area. That school got plenty of
Yeah.
money. And if the school actually needed the money, I would donate in a heartbeat. I
Mm.
will donate to charity. But that school does not need any more money. I'm sorry. They put on the wildest things over there, like field day. Field day. You want to tell them about field day? Growing up, field day, track and field day
Was in a field,
was in a field.
and that's all.
We had relay races, uh, three-legged races,
The potato
wheelbarrow.
sack race.
Yeah, that potato sack. This school, they got blow up water slides and the whole 9 yards. They're not learning anything.
No, there's
There's
no
no running.
competition for
No.
sure.
Oh, yeah, there's no ribbons. There's no competition, and it's just fun day, and I don't know how much money that day is, but
They get a DJ, they got bubble
oh,
machines,
yeah.
they bring in food trucks.
Yeah, it's a whole ordeal. Texas is wild, man. But they don't need any more money.
Hmm.
So, I'm sick of the fundraisers. Please don't keep telling my kid that they can have a rubber bracelet if I spend
Yeah.
$500.
That's the part that pisses me off is they'll come home and be like, "Hey, if we sign up, we get this." And I'm like, "All right, do we have to do anything to sign up?" Nope. Okay. We'll sign up, you'll get that. But then they're like, "But if we donate $200 and send out this Facebook invite to all the people you know on Facebook, then we get this." I'm like, "That shit is $5. Do you want it right now? We'll go buy it at Target."
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if other people do that. I feel like I am not the PTO type of mom.
Yeah.
I'm not good at it. I think I always wanted to be like, well, when I was younger and had like really small children, I like aspired to be
Mm.
one of those rich stay-at-home moms who like didn't do anything but like lived at the school and did the copy parent stuff and was just so great. It didn't work for me like that.
It's not us.
No, and I can't be around those children. I just at the end of the school parties or whatever, where you have to go up there, oh my goodness, there's so many of them, and they just oh, it's awful. And they all get sticky. Even at older ages, they're all sticky. They're all eating snow cones.
It's sweaty.
Oh, and the smells.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay. You got anything else?
Um, I wanna know your thoughts on this one because you haven't asked for them before, but I feel like everyone does. Golden Goose sneakers.
Trash.
You think so?
I think I wanted them, like, back in the day, like, when they first started becoming popular,
Mhm.
but then I was poor. I don't know when they came out, but guaranteed poor, and the thought of spending $500 on a sneaker that looked like you had just already ran a marathon and back, you know? Mm,
But they're not athletic shoes.
exactly. They look like you wore them down real hard. And then some of them are glittery,
Yeah.
and then they made a lot of knockoff versions of them.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I think they just kinda look, I won't say trashy, but not my
Dingy.
dingy?
How do you feel about high top sneakers?
Absolutely not.
When should you wear them?
Never.
No?
No.
You're talking for women though, because I rock them.
Yeah, you drive me nuts with that. I don't like high top nothing.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
interesting. Imma keep wearing mine.
Okay. Well, I'm not. And don't worry, you can save your money. I don't need any golden gooses. You can give me 5 pairs of Nike Dunks.
Yeah. How do you feel about On Clouds?
Oh, I have them.
You do?
Yeah. I love mine.
Yeah.
You were a hater.
I still am.
Oh, okay. Well, Shane was a hater about On Clouds, apparently still is a hater about On Clouds, but I got some that he bought for me for Christmas, and I rock them all the time, and they're so comfortable. They're great for walking. They don't give me shin splints, and I think they look cute.
Shout out to me for being an incredible husband and getting crap that I am fully against
Shout out to you.
for the greater good of our marriage, I think.
All right, we have a new segment that I'm actually really excited about on the podcast. So we don't have anything to do reality recaps about right now because reality TV just isn't happening. Or maybe it is and we just don't watch those shows. But we are going to do a marital debate segment today where it's going to be, I polled my followers and I asked them, what are your top marital debates? And we're going to go over them, chat about them, and share our thoughts. So the most popular one was about division of chores.
Mhm.
So if both parents work from home, who is responsible for household chores?
Both.
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 Equally? Like 50-50?
Yeah. I mean, everybody's got their own specialties. So, I guess whatever your specialty is. I think your specialty is to do none of them. And
That's
so
rude.
so I think we're about like 90-10 on the percentage scale.
That's separate because I don't agree that we're both full-time work from home parents.
I think you're underestimating the job title of executive podcasting producer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If a mom is a full-time stay-at-home mom and her husband works outside of the home, should she be responsible for all chores?
Mm, not all of them. We talking mowing the yard?
Okay, no, like inside the house chores.
Mm,
Like laundry, dishes, cooking, cleaning.
I don't know. Maybe.
I think yes, except for cooking because I was a stay-at-home mom
Yeah.
and I did all of the things. I took care of the kids, I did all of the things, but I did not cook or do outside chores.
Yeah.
And I felt like that was fair.
I think so. Yeah, we're not like big food people or anything. I was never like coming home expecting something to be there.
No.
So, yeah, I agree with the cooking part.
Do you believe in gender roles for chores? Men take out the trash and break down the boxes while women do the laundry, cooking, cleaning. Should it always be gender roles?
No, it's whoever's good at the certain things. Yeah. Like I do most of it with the laundry. I'm still doing all the laundry, but when you do like full-blown cleaning of the house, that's a you thing because I just don't do well at cleaning the whole house. Like I'll pick up, but I don't actually clean very often. So,
Yeah, I agree. I think it should be a good mixture. And some people were like, okay, well, do you just hire help or do you fight about who does the chores this day or that day? I think hiring help, if you can afford it, It's very beneficial because let's think about it. Time is money. And if you can afford it, I'm not saying everyone, but like if you can afford it, because there's been plenty of times when we couldn't. We do have a housekeeper, but if you can afford it, I would say that it's worth it because otherwise, think about how much time you're spending on the weekends having to clean your house. Like, you can have a group of people come in, 3 of them tackle the whole house, and they're done in an hour and a half. Or you can say, "Oh, I can do it myself," and spend all day.
Yeah. We
Be
did that recently where, like, the kids were involved, we were all getting after it. It took an entire day to clean the whole house.
Yeah, an entire day, and then I mean, it is good. I think you should teach your kids to, like, take care of the house, and they have, like, daily chores where they pick up things, but, like, as far as deep cleaning, scrubbing showers and toilets and stuff like that, like, if you can have someone else do it, why waste a Saturday? Okay, next up. This one's an easy one. Should the toilet paper roll be over or under?
Over,
Of course.
of course.
If you say under, you're wrong.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't go that way. All right, another big one, and you gotta be careful here because we both have them. In-laws. Should in-laws have to sleep at a hotel when they come to visit you?
I mean, if you don't like them, then yeah.
Or what if one side likes them and one side doesn't?
If one side doesn't like them, then probably.
Okay. I would agree if so a lot of people have toxic mother-in-laws in these messages, a lot of people. And so they don't deal well with their mother-in-law coming and being mean to them in their own home.
Yeah.
I think if that's your case, 100%.
Yeah, whatever that guest room situation is, just put, like, a bunch of random shit in there and be like, "We're doing stuff in the guest room. Here's the nearest hotel. Good reviews."
Okay. Who communicates with the spouse's family? Just one partner or both? So say it's your mom. Are you the sole person responsible for communicating with her, or am I expected to communicate? So let's say we were going to visit in Arkansas.
Mhm.
Would you be the one to call your mom and tell her, or would it be my responsibility, or both?
I think it's whatever their relationship is. So, like, if you're super close with my mom, then I think it's whoever gets there first. But if you like, I'm assuming whoever's parent it is closer to their kid, then it should probably be their responsibility.
I agree. I feel like it would be I don't think I would call up your mom and be like, "Hey, we're coming."
Yeah.
Like, I'm just not I don't talk to her all the time,
Right.
so I think it would be weird. And I don't think you would even, like, you talk to my mom a lot, but it's you wouldn't be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
we're coming to
We're
stay."
on the way.
Yeah, because I would do that.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be weird. Okay, this one is a spicy one. So to my mother, who is our main viewer, maybe fast forward. Um, what frequency of intimacy is normal?
In like a number or a word, because I'm thinking rabbits.
What?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't even know how
Well, I mean, we need some backstory. Do you like love your person, or are you like not a fan? Are you tired after doing all the chores and watching the kid all day? Because then, probably not every day.
Okay, so there's not a normal. Is that what we're saying?
Um,
Because
let's
everyone's
see. We got
situation.
maybe like the days that I water the yard currently. So like 3 out of the 7.
Okay, so it's based on how often the lawn gets
Yeah. So when you move into summer, and it's like 6 out of 7
Oh my god.
based on your irrigation schedule. Or you
Okay.
could, move it around to where it's like the opposite. Cause like, in the winter, you need some companionship too. And I just turn that bad boy off in the winter. So
Yeah.
maybe that's like how many days you miss in the winter? 0.
Okay. Who should initiate intimacy?
You?
What?
Huh? Um, Whoever wants it.
I think it I think yes. I think it should be both.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's whoever wants it. Like, if you're gonna go to bed mad at me for not initiating something because you want it real bad, then that's ridiculous. Go ahead and initiate.
But it should be on both people, right? It should not always be on I feel like sometimes it's
Right.
always supposed to be on the man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's that vibe.
there's that vibe.
I don't agree with it, but yeah. Because sometimes we're like, she said she looked a little chunky today. She's not gonna wanna get after it later. And we'll think about that and be like, well, I'm probably not gonna try, but you might want it.
Okay. What should you do if your spouse's love language is physical touch, but you hate being touched?
Feel like they're probably not looking for find someone else answer here.
Oh my god. I mean, they are married, so probably not. I think my hot take would be there's something else going on. Maybe it's not that you don't like being touched. It's that you don't like being touched at this time because of something else that's going on. Like maybe your other needs aren't being met. Maybe you are the one taking care of the kids 24/7, like running, working, all the things. And at the end of the day, you are touched out. So maybe he needs to do something else that is checking your boxes. But I think it's also important to have the conversations about love languages before you get married.
Yeah.
Because if you truly are a no touch person and you marry someone who that's their love language, they're not going to feel loved and you're probably not either. So that's going to be a problem. So, and even if your love languages don't match up, like that's okay. You just need to talk with your person and be like, okay, I realize that this is how you receive love. Let me
Mm.
show you love in that way. I think it needs to be like a good communication. You
Yeah,
agree?
because we're on that Love Island. We were or Temptation Island. There was like the one person who's like, I need physical touch all the time, every day. And the other person was like, that's not me. And they didn't work out.
Yep.
So, we have receipts.
We have receipts. All right. Is it okay for your spouse to get drunk without you?
Uh, I think it's situation based. If it's me with the boys watching some March Madness, then I think that's fine. But if it's me and the boys headed to the strip club, then probably not. Or a club in general.
I
Then,
agree.
yeah, that gets a little sketch.
I agree. So what if it's me going on a girls trip with my 2 friends from high school? We're going to the beach. We get drunk at the beach. Is that a problem?
Not as much, no.
Not as much. So it
Not
is
as much
okay?
as the club. I feel like there's agendas to the club if you're like getting blacked out drunk at the club.
Yeah, I agree.
Whereas, like, if you're catching a vibe on the beach, then, maybe safety is a concern, but not really like finding another man.
Okay. This is kind of similar-ish. Can you have friends of the opposite gender if you're married? Or I guess dating?
It gets tricky.
I think it's a hard no.
Yeah.
And the reason why I think it's a hard no is because I feel like it's easy to have an emotional connection with someone if your relationship is lacking in a certain way. And maybe you don't realize that your relationship is lacking in a certain way, but then let's say it's a woman and a new man comes into her life and they're just friends, but maybe she's venting about something her husband
Yeah.
did. And he's like, let's take advantage of this. Or, she just creates an emotional bond. And then I feel like
Mhm.
that would be cheating. Even an emotional relationship is cheating. So I feel like it's kind of just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Don't even go there because there is a risk. It might not happen every time. Some people could have friends and it just be completely platonic or whatever, but I think the risk is high.
As a guy and, talking to other guys, I feel like, there might be agendas a lot of the time because it's easy to be like, yeah, I would never do that to you and like score some points easy every time they get like screwed over.
Yeah.
And then you're just like a easy like fallback in the situation. That's in the minds of a lot of people.
Yeah. I think it's a no-go, don't do it. Alright, last one. This is a big one. Can you win trust back after cheating?
You seem to think very much not.
That's
Yeah.
correct, I do.
Yeah. I think it's really hard. I don't know. We haven't had to deal with it and haven't in the past, so I don't know. Seems unlikely, but a lot of people try.
I think no, because especially after I haven't experienced it personally, but after watching all of these reality shows lately, and I know they're reality TV, but it does happen to a lot of people. I have friends and such too, but I think watching them have so much resentment,
Mhm.
like they are the ones having an issue. So they might have gotten cheated on, but they're having internal battles because now they have resentment towards that partner or they're constantly in their head and they can't get past it. And so even if you do say second chances are okay, can you really get back what you had?
Yeah.
I don't think you can.
It's not the same as like a fresh start with somebody else where there isn't that in the back of your head.
Right. So I think no. All right, that concludes the marital debate section. So moving on.
I got something for you. A little buzzword that I just saw on the gram. I'm gonna see if you know what it means.
Okay.
So the phrase is someone says ball up top.
Ball up top.
Yeah.
Um,
What does it mean?
I don't know, I just, like, go to basketball and think about shooting the ball up top.
So it does relate to basketball, but
Uh,
in modern lingo, using on the gram, what would it mean?
I have no clue.
Nothing? Not even a guess. I need a guess. I need some sort of guess.
Like, hell yeah.
No. Kind of
Oh,
the opposite. So ball up top means okay, next play, let's move on. So it's like you're playing one on one, you get scored on, they're like talking shit. And you're just like, all right, ball up top, let's go again. It's like a reset kind of thing.
oh,
Yeah.
that's weird.
Had a feeling you wouldn't know that one.
Did you know that one?
Yeah.
Oh, because you
From
play
basketball.
basketball.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're just like disconnected from people right now from the internet.
I'm disconnected.
Yeah, you should know about this as an influencer. How are you? You're missing a generation that are making up the slang words.
I can't do Gen Z, I'm sorry. And the Gen Alpha kids, that's our kid. Both of them are Gen Alphas, and they make up the weirdest freaking words. Audrey, oh my god, this is so separate. Audrey is texting me, she has an Apple Watch. We don't do phones. I had some questions about parenting too. But she doesn't have a phone, she's 11. But she has an Apple Watch with cellular data so she can text us and I can see her location. Well, yesterday she asked to watch an extra episode of Gilmore Girls. Now she is hooked, but I probably let her watch it too soon and I'm kind of retracting. And so I'm like, "Oh no, let's slow it down because I might have started watching season 1 that young, but they came out in real time, over the years and I was older when I watched those other episodes." And so she goes, "Hey, can I watch another episode?" And I said, "No." And I said, "You can watch something else though." And she's in her room upstairs. Like I'm in the living room. She won't come down. And I said, "You can watch something else though." And she goes, "Well, what else should I watch?" And I put IDK. And she goes, "Where did you learn that?" That's what she texted me back and said, "Where did you learn that?" And I said, "My generation invented that." And she goes, "Oh, well, that's a slang word for fourth graders."
Does it mean something else?
I don't know.
Oh, I remember as a kid, they would come up with these like meme pictures of like random abbreviations that were supposed to be like the new slang, and it would be like the most like disgusting stuff. And it would get like passed around, and the parents would be like, "What is this? What's happening to our children?" And it was hilarious.
I do not remember this.
I remember those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have our Volman's question of the day?
We've got our Volman's Family Farms question of the day. We're going to go with hold on, we need to level set here. You are single, 30, right now. You're trying to meet you a man. What are 3 jobs that he could have that would be a green flag?
Oh, this is a hard one.
Maybe flip it around. What are your instant red flag jobs?
Okay, so maybe it's not a red flag, but I wouldn't want a spouse that, or I wouldn't want to date anyone that was a lineman
Okay.
because they're gone all the time.
Yeah.
So that would be like a hard no. And my initial one for like green flag would be finance because you were also in finance, but finance bros have like a bad rap right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe not a finance bro. Lawyer, but they work all the time too. I'm needy. And so like
Stay at home dad, is that number 1?
yeah. No, cuz then I do have to work all the time.
Mm.
I like the idea of not having to work. And so having a rich husband,
Mm.
but I'm too needy for that. So like if you're a lawyer and gone all the time, nope, sorry, red flag. If you are a doctor and gone all the time or an OBGYN, a male OBGYN, absolutely not.
Is
I don't
that
really need you
is
up
that the
in
ladies downstairs doctor?
yeah. That's no, thank you. I'm sorry. I just wouldn't feel comfortable about that.
Mm.
Um, I don't know of any like
You're
good
rolling
jobs.
out a lot of things.
Lot of things. What did you do? Walgreens?
Not when we met. When we met, I was unemployed. And it was a turn on, let me tell you. College student.
College student? I can't think of any jobs that I would be like that's it.
Let me just throw some off the top and see
Okay.
what you think. Professional bull rider.
Red flag.
Bull rider's a red flag?
Yeah, red flag.
NFL player.
Red flag.
DoorDash driver.
Red flag.
Why is that a red flag?
Because you should have a better job.
Elementary school teacher.
Red flag.
PE teacher.
Red flag.
Police officer.
Red flag.
The army.
Green flag.
Because they wear green.
No. I think military. Okay, well, okay.
Also gone all the time.
Also gone on to National Guard.
Mm.
They're not active duty. Or no, they're gone a lot too. Stay at home dad.
I think that's what we're going with. I think we have reached the point where we have 0 green flags and you have failed this round of Volman's Family Farms question of the day.
Yes. So we're gonna need a sponsor.
Yep. We got a table now, so we're gonna have merch sitting on this table. Your brand here could be you. We could be shouting you out right now.
All right. Is that a wrap for episode 8?
That is a wrap.
See y'all next week.
Good.